Welcome to the Land House YouTube channel. I'm Seth. I'm currently installing a 20 by 30 workshop down here, and I'm having to put in 35 footers, that's concrete, in the ground. In order to do that, I have to have water. Well, I am using the Ram pump. This is an off-grid water pump that does not need fuel or electricity to operate, only flowing, falling water. A pipe brings water down, and it slams this valve right here closed, which pushes water into the secondary valve, builds pressure, and pushes the water uphill. So I wanted to walk you through my Ram pump system real quick and then show you my 20 by 30 plot here. And so if you want to learn more about what I'm doing with all of this, you can check out the link in the description down below to my SethCraft YouTube channel. It's a new channel and it will be all about the work that's done here in this shop. All right, let's step down to the creek and I will show you how this Ram pump is bringing water up to this little spot for building my footers here. This is my 1-inch Ram pump here in the creek. It's got 7 feet of drop coming down to the pump, and it's taking water up over 35 feet of lift. Whenever I open this valve over here, water will begin to come out of this and it will slam it closed. So, you ready? Here we go. So every time this valve closes, it sends a pressure wave into the second valve, which builds pressure in this tank and then sends water uphill. It's able to do a ratio of 1 to 7. So every 1 foot of drop coming in, it'll lift 7 feet back out. All right, let me show you the intake of the water real quick, and then we will walk up the creek and show you where the storage tanks are. This is the water source for the Ram pump. If I were to lift up this rock, you'll be able to see a screened intake right down in there. A little hard to see with the way the water is, but anyway, there's a pipe with a screen over it, and that is where the water comes into this poly pipe, and that goes down the creek. This poly pipe brings water down to a filter bucket. This is a bucket that allows water to go into the top, and silt and debris will accumulate at the bottom. The water then goes out here of any excess or overflow, and then the Ram pump is fed about midway down the bucket, and that allows for there to be air-free water and also save some of that silt from getting into the pump. From there, I have a 55-foot long PVC pipe, and that pipe is what carries the water down, and you can see it starting to drop here. It's got a total of about 7 feet of drop. The water comes down the drive pipe, activates that waste valve. Every time a cycle hits, it goes into the second valve, builds pressure in this tank, and then travels uphill on this 1/2-inch line. And let's follow uphill and I'll show you where this goes to. The delivery pipe for the Ram pump follows this ditch right here, goes up under my little bridge, and then goes into a culvert over here, which takes the water under the road and crosses to this side over here. And from there, it goes way up the hill into the woods where I have my storage tanks. Let's travel up there real quick. Following the delivery pipe all the way up the hill, I have 330 gallons storage in this IBC tote. We can move around here and check it out. First of all, let me show you the overflow of this system. If we look right down here, this little pipe has water coming out of it, and that is the overflow. That's how much water is going into this tank all the time. Water travels up this pipe all the way uphill and goes into the top of the tank. And on the bottom of the tank, I have an output, and this allows water to go back down to where I'm installing these footers. One side of this pipe brings water up the hill, and the other side of the pipe takes the water back down. With close to 30 feet of drop, I have about 13 psi of pressure down at the bottom of the hose. The water travels downhill all the way to this water spout right here. The water travels downhill to this little spigot here, and now I've got a garden hose connected, and that just follows the path over here to where I am now installing my 20 by 30 building. And here we go. This is where I'm installing the 20 by 30, and I have to have 35 footers put in the ground. If you're interested in the ram pump, I have 4 different sizes for sale in both the pre-assembled and the do-it-yourself kits. Check out the links in the description down below. And also, if you want to learn more about my work down here on my 20 by 30 shed, then check out the SethCraft workshop link also. Thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.